Hey guys! So it's the last week of the semester and I should really be studying right now, but instead I'm doing this. It's okay. It's okay. I have so many ideas I want to talk about, so many topics I want to talk about, and I have like a whole list of them. And the one I'm going to talk about today, honestly, I was just thinking about it yesterday. So this is going to be a struggle, okay? I don't have my thoughts together, but we're gonna get through this. It seemed right to talk about motivation. So I got a text a few days ago and I was talking with somebody about the same situation that I went through, that we were going through, and honestly I thought I gave some bomb advice, and I had noticed it, I just hadn't put it down on words. But now that I put it down on words, I'm like, man, I'm really passionate about this. I might have to go get my phone to see where my thoughts were, because it's been a whole day and now I'm like in a different world. But give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna use as an example my church and the youth group I'm in, so we can like get this story topic rolling with. So for the past few months, my church has been through so many things, I guess you could say. We lost so many members and all of this because of drama. And let me tell you guys, the church is not perfect. And I think I'm going to do a video about that in another video. But today, let me just sum it up. Church isn't perfect. It's filled with imperfect people, you know? There was so much drama, and this affected the youth group, and we lost so many members. We lost so many youth members too. And so my youth group has been struggling for like these past few months. But today we're going to talk about motivation and how I guess it affected me and how I got through it, and how you can apply this in your life, even though it's about church, but you can apply it in your life. Okay, so when all this was going on, I felt really sad. It saddened me because I wouldn't have felt sad, but now that I've been really working on my relationship with God, it saddened me. I was so upset. Like one day I was even crying because I was so upset. All I could think about was, why can't others feel the same way I do? You know, like why can't others have the same love for God that I do, that they can just keep going with the ministry and growing? And I was just so upset because I was like, I want others to feel the way I feel. Like, why? I felt so unmotivated. It made me feel really sad and upset. Honestly, I was like that for like a week, and I was just so unmotivated. I'm kind of like, I don't even care anymore. I'm not even gonna, like go to the youth groups, but I'm not even gonna be like all there. I was zoned out because I was just like, I don't want to be here. Like, there's not a lot of people here and stuff like that. But I got through it, and this is how I got through it. I was in my business comm class as well a while back, and she was talking about how we can't control others, we can only control ourselves. So even though you want to control other people's reactions, you can't. And the only thing you can do is control your own actions. And I think that's very important, because sometimes we get so frustrated because others don't do stuff that we want them to do. They don't react the way we want them to. And that's what brings us down. But once you realize and accept that you can only control yourself, then that's whenever things are going to start changing around for you. I felt so unmotivated, guys. With church, I just wasn't feeling it. But then I realized, like, I don't go to church for the people, you know, like I'm there for me. And so once you stop worrying about everyone else around you and start worrying about yourself, that's whenever you're going to see the true growth and the true motivations. Because you think other people have to motivate you, you think outside sources motivate you, but honestly, motivation comes all the way from within. So for me, I got to thinking, like, why do I go to church? Because I like praising God, because I like growing spiritually. Going to church helps me grow in a way that just being here reading the Bible doesn't. So I was thinking, why do I care Like, why do I care that others don't feel the same? I do. Like, I need to worry about my relationship with God. And being unmotivated and feeling that way was coming in between my relationship with God. So I had to stop and think and be like, wait a minute. Wait un minuto. I need to worry about myself. I need to worry about myself, my personal relationship with God. And I can't control what other people's feelings are. I can't control what other people's thoughts, what their reactions are. So why put myself in a place where I'm upset and unmotivated because others around me are? Think about it this way. In your life, in anywhere you are, like, you think that being motivated comes from outside sources, but it all comes from you. If you yourself are not motivated, if you yourself can't find a reason to keep on going and to do something, you're not going to go anywhere. The motivation that comes from outside sources, it's only going to last you about a week or something. Like, it's going to get you going, yeah, you're going to feel pumped, but then you're going to lose it because the motivation wasn't even inside of you to begin with. So if you're going through a hard time, if you're going through a hard time in church, if you feel that way, like if you feel like, why go to church? Like, I don't like it. It's not going the way I want it to. If you feel like that about school, then stop and think and be like, wait, why is it that I do this? Why is it that I go? What was it in the first place? Like, don't let your environment affect the way you are. So I thought this was going to be a good topic because since it is the end of the school year, many people are like so unmotivated, and this is how I see it. Think about why you're there in the position you are in the first place. Think about the benefits that it's going to get you if you get yourself motivated, if you get yourself through it. Think about everything, all the journey, the end goal. Think of how it's gonna be, like how happy it's gonna make you. Like for me, school-wise, I'm like, man, I hate tests, I hate school, but I want my degree. And that's all I can think. Like, I did this, I'm doing this for my degree, and I'm motivated because I want that degree, and I'm not gonna stop till I get it. Same way with church. I go to church not to please others, not to get motivation from them. Sure, I get motivation from them, but I don't need them to better my relationship with God, because your relationship with God is personal. So you can't rely on others, as well as you can't rely even on your family. Like, you can't rely them to do your homework either. Like, you have to rely only on yourself, because like I said, you can only control yourself and not other people. So accept that, realize that, and trust me, put it in practice in all of the aspects of your life, and it's gonna help you. Once you start relying on yourself for motivation instead of outside sources, you're gonna find personal happiness, personal success, personal achievement, and you're gonna feel so good. You can apply this to your fitness, education, and spiritual goals, and it's gonna get you so far. So I guess I'll see you next time. I hope you really take this and apply it into your life, because it helped me, so I hope it can help you too. I hope you have a great morning, evening, night, whatever it is, whatever time it is that you're watching this. I'll see you guys later.